no matter where you are in the world today. We are over at Erie Metro Park, and it is a chilly, nippy morning, but we're going to go out and get our walk in. So welcome everybody to come share the walk with me. I didn't do a video last week because I did a guest spot on one of my friends' channel called Traveling Fools. We did a travel talk show. So anybody, if you get a chance, you can always go look on that. I'll drop the description later in the comments section. So I'm going to turn this around here in a second, and we're going to start walking. And this is Lake Erie behind me. So let me turn this around. All right, so that's Lake Erie behind me. Hello, Miss Kayak. Thank you for coming. Mike, how are you? Oliva, how are you? Yeah, this is Lake Erie. It's one of the Great Lakes. Michigan has 5 Great Lakes. This is Lake Erie. We ride our bikes here all the time. Chris, how are you? ET, thank you for coming. Master TV, hello. Yeah, it's in Michigan. I'm still in Michigan, and this is Lake Erie. We're here for another 2.5 weeks or so before we head on back. So we're going to start walking a little bit here, and we're going to walk through the park. We're going to do our basic walk here. This is a metro park we call them metro parks here in Michigan. And we're going to do our walk. We'll get about 4 or 5 miles, maybe 6 miles in walking today. As I was saying earlier, I didn't do a live stream last week because I happened to be a guest on one of my friends' Traveling Fools. He had me on his channel. We did a live stream, about 2-hour live stream on traveling tips and stuff last week. So I didn't do a live stream here. So I did get out and walk, but I didn't do the live. So we're out at Erie Metro Park. There's like 13 different metro parks, and this is one that we ride quite often. We usually bring our bikes up. It's a little bit early, and we brought our bikes over to Thailand, so all we have is road bikes here. It's a little bit difficult to do some of the riding. But this is one of the metro parks that we go to all the time. It's a beautiful sun. I wanted to get out today because the rest of the week it's supposed to be rainy here. It's early spring. We had 80-degree weather here not but a week ago, and I'll bet you it's not even 40, 45 now. It's a bit nippy out. So we're going to walk on this big lake here. This is Lake Erie. A lot of people come to this park to go ahead and launch their boats, go out fishing. We already seen a couple people come back in that were out fishing. I can't imagine that. Too cold for me right now to go fishing. Seen a few people off the shoreline fishing also. Beautiful park here. It's right on the lake. We're going to walk on down towards the boat launch. Some nice walks over here. Real nice place to sit, relax here if it wasn't so chilly, but it is chilly, very nippy out. Early morning here, just past 9 o'clock. Back in Thailand, somewhere around 8 o'clock. Around the world, all different times. Back in England, 6-hour difference, I believe. So, what's that, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, Eastern Europe, somewhere around 3 o'clock. Australia, not sure. What time is it back in Australia, you guys? Mike, Chris? I don't know if anybody's doing, let me see. All right, I don't know what happened with my comments. They went off for a second. I had to turn them back on so I can read them as we're walking. Melbourne time, yep. Hey, how you doing? Doug, how are you? Yeah, chilly up here in Michigan. Said last week it was 80. This week it's probably not even 40 yet. It's supposed to get to almost 60 today. We got Maroon, how are ya? Good to see you, buddy. 3 o'clock, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Next week we're going to try and get over to Chicago for at least a day. I've been there so many times, but my wife Cal, she's never been there, so 11 o'clock, okay. So late at night for you, okay. Yeah, Cal's never been over to Chicago, so we're going to go ahead and go to Chicago for the day, maybe 2, depends on how the weather, if it holds up or not. Yeah, you can see the water's pretty rough today too. Yeah, ducks are out, waterfall. Yeah, you know, I said I've been there many times, but Cal's never been there, so we'll get over there, maybe go up to the top of the Sears building, which I don't think it's called the Sears building anymore. At one time, the tallest building in the world, not anymore, obviously, but we'll go see that. There's so much to see. The museums are there. Not today. Oh, you know, I wanted to go kayaking last week when it was 80, but the water was still so cold, so I couldn't convince Cal to go with me. But there's so much beautiful kayaking over here in Michigan. So we're gonna walk. Just our normal every 3 times a week or 4 times a week we go for a nice long walk. Got 6 people today. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, when we lived here permanently, we went at least once a week. We'd do the kayaking. We have a big lake right across the street from where we live. And we'd go there a couple times a week. We do some of the rivers around. But it's early yet and it's too cold. The water's so cold. Don't want to be getting wet with, you know, this water. It's just too cold out right now. Take this little trail here. We usually ride this. They have pools, wave pools and everything over here, but the metro parks, only 1 or 2 of them have opened up their stuff since COVID. The rest still have everything closed. So when we were pulling in today, I seen that it said the pools were closed for the year. So I guess they just don't want to reopen the stuff yet, even though nobody wears masks here and COVID's pretty much a done deal here. So walking back towards the lake, following the little path. Yeah, you can see the road's a little bit bumpy. That's why the road bikes wouldn't do very good. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to go next week to Chicago. I really wanted to go this week, but it's really chilly there. Next week's supposed to be mid-60s for us, so you know, I think that'll probably be pretty nice. Be good walking. By the time we get there and start walking around, it'll be maybe about 9 or 10 in the morning, same time as here, and it'll warm up. Every time we come to this park, we always see so much wildlife. I haven't seen any, just some cranes right now, but we've seen deer, we've seen raccoons, we've seen all kinds of stuff. Okay, what are we saying? Yeah. Doug, yeah. Hey, what's up? Adventures Anywhere. Brad and Jill, how are you guys? I was just thinking about you. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope everything's good down in Florida. We're back here in the States until May 16th, so we got a little bit over 2.5 weeks or so. For you guys over in Asia, today's a big day for us over here. We have the NFL football draft, so everybody will be going out to see that. Yep. Hi, Bo. Hi, sister. How are ya? Oh, yeah. I know that. I know you guys have been busy with the business. I seen that last video you guys did. Grand Rapids, Mayfield. I'm just barely going to miss you. God, it would have been nice. Well, I mean, we might still be able to do something if you guys get out here, Doug. Trying to hear a lot of people writing. I'm going to sip my coffee. I'm sorry. I brought along a hot coffee with me. which isn't hot coffee anymore. It's kind of lukewarm. Beautiful sunny day today. So I'll tell everybody again, we're over at a metro park called Erie Metro Park, and this big lake here is called Lake Erie. So for those of you in Asia, we have 5 Great Lakes here in the States, and this is one of them. I lost my wife somewhere. She was just here. She ran off. Still drinking my coffee and walking slowly. I think maybe she ran over to use the restroom. Got all my friends from Asia over, a couple people from here, Doug, Jill, and Brad. Alternates. Sometimes I get a lot of people. Usually when I'm back in Thailand, I get a lot of people from the US, and now that I'm here, I get a lot of people from over there, from Asia. Yeah, it is. It's really beautiful, but it is cool. It's very nippy out. So many parks. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Kayak go all over the place. They kayak in Florida. They've got everywhere. Carolinas. I mean, I've seen all their kayaking videos, just tremendous. If you guys like kayaking, actually lots of different things they do. Mr. Kayak did a Nassau video, 3 or 4 of them that were just amazing. He got to watch the launch and stuff. So we're walking, a bit chilly. Still looking for my wife. I don't know where she went. So we're walking here. Of course, it says no swimming. I think you have to be a bit crazy to go swimming today. Beautiful park out here. Still a bit rough from the winter. Another month or so, it'll be a totally different look here. The trees all started blooming here last week, and then it got cold again and they stopped. I thought we'd have leaves already by this week, and then it got cold again. Yeah, it's cold here. Cold right now. So we're walking. Hi, Oliva. How are you? Walking slowly. Cool morning here. Got 8 people, which is nice. We did a live stream last week, Thursday night. I did with my friend Traveling Fools, Brennan. And if you guys are interested in traveling, it was all travel tips. We were on for a couple hours. You can always go see him go see the video at Traveling Fools, and you'll see it's on there. Real good video we did that night for all kinds of travel tips, especially to Asia, a little bit for Europe and so forth. Still looking at the lake back and forth. All the way back where we just came from, turn back around. Nice day. We're going to walk all the way down to the boat launch and then head on back. We'll see how we're doing for time-wise and if we have people coming along with us. Hi, Momsy Popsy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I've been here in the United States. That's why I haven't stopped by to see you guys. The time difference is quite a bit over here. I know I've been missing everybody by a little bit over there. Okay, thank you, Doug. I appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you showing. I appreciate everybody showing up, walking with me a little bit. I hope to see when you drop me a line before you head on out here, Doug. I'd love to go ahead and maybe get over to Rapids. It's not that far from us. Maybe if you have a minute or two, we can go out and get lunch. Water's really rough today. Lake Erie is like the smallest of the Great Lakes here, and it's still large, but it's the smallest of the 5 Great Lakes. I used to fish here a lot with some friends, very shallow. So we're going to keep walking. There's a bridge up here. We'll walk across and we'll go on down by the boat dock. I don't know where I lost my wife at. So we're still over walking along. Yeah, it's very beautiful. I was telling a story a couple weeks ago. I have some friends that travel around the country, and they live out of a van. Well, you know them, Brad and Jill. They came on through the Adventure Closet. Charlie and Liz, they came through here. And they went through Michigan, but they only seen Flint and Detroit. And they didn't say too much about anything else. And, you know, if you just go to the big cities, well, Michigan, Flint, and Detroit are not really beautiful. But you get on outside of the big cities, Michigan's a beautiful place. Probably one of the more beautiful states I've been in. Looks like they had a little carnage. We had... Okay, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you coming. Appreciate everybody. Yeah. Here, coffee time. I do have my coffee. I'm walking. It's not hot coffee anymore. It's kind of cool coffee. Not iced coffee, but it might be by the time I get back. So we're walking here. We're going to walk on across. There's a little bridge over here that'll take us to where people launch their boats. We'll go that far anyway today. Yeah, Florida's beautiful. Brad and Jill do a lot of stuff from Disney and from all the parks down there. Beautiful parks down there. They do some great videos, but you know, all you guys do great videos. Every time I watch them, I'm always entertained. Great videos from everybody. If you get a chance, you ought to check each other out. Kayak 7 Seas, they do all kinds of amazing kayaking videos of places that I would love to go to, on top of other things, but those and Adventures Anywhere. You guys go ahead and do some phenomenal videos from down in Florida, Disney, all around there. Beautiful. Bo Adventures, she's in Thailand, so if you guys get a chance, you ought to check out. That's my sister in Thailand. Beautiful girl, beautiful lady. She does all kinds of, she's from a city called Surin. And if you ever want to go see what life is like in the province in Surin, farm life, all that, she does wonderful videos. Plus she knows quite a bit about the big cities too. So that's a great channel to go to. I said you guys all do great channels, all do great videos. None of my friends, everybody I watch does great channels, great videos. They're still walking. We're going to go over to the boat launch, walking through the park. Beautiful park, and a beautiful day too, not a cloud in the sky. But it is nippy. I only got a sweatshirt on. I actually probably could have wore a light jacket today. My wife has on her parka. Of course, she's Thai, so she's cold as heck. It's all the metro parks are really big. We used to come out and ride the bikes here, all these different parks, and you can usually get about a 10 or 15 mile ride out of every one of these parks if you're riding the bikes. So, you know, if you want to go for a bike ride and actually this one, there's 4 parks that are kind of connected together. So all in all, if you do the whole ride, it comes out to about a 45 mile ride. If you go from the first park all the way here and then back, it's about a 45 mile ride. We used to do that, and by the time we'd get to August, we'd be doing the 4 parks all at once. We'd start off now just doing 1 park and getting the 10, 15 mile ride in, and then we'd go up until we had 45 miles. So we're going to see a little bit different scenery coming up here. The nice thing about this park here is you got the big lake to your right, and then you end up with some marshy areas where you can see all kinds of wildlife. In the summertime, there's frogs, there's everything you can imagine out here. It is cool, and I don't see too many people out here. Very empty this early in the morning on a Thursday morning. 22 minutes, and we had 5 people. Thank you all for coming. Still walking, still enjoying my now iced coffee. The trees started blooming, and then it got cold and they stopped. I really want to do a video here when all the leaves are blooming. Hopefully by the time we go home in a couple of weeks, it'll be all blooming and leaves will be out and everything else. So we're going to walk, going to see a little marshy area. It's a beautiful walk out here. Good exercise. We do this all the time. We hop in the car. All these metro parks are there's 13 of them. They're all within an hour from our house. So the farthest one's about an hour away and the closest one's like 10 minutes away. So usually we hop in the car in the morning and we get up and go on out. We used to ride, but we walk when it's cold. Thank you, Ms. Kayak, I appreciate it. So I got a bike station here. You can see we have these set up all over these parks. They put these bike stations. So if you need to add air or something on your bike is broken or something, you can work on it here. So it's a bike station, hike and bike trail. I see all the tools and stuff. So if you actually need stuff, you're all set up here. The bike pump. So we're going to keep walking. A little bridge coming up, and we're going into this lake's still here. We'll go see the lake, but it's a little bit different kind of area we're coming up at. There's no waterfalls or anything over here. That's a little bit of a drawback. I know if we go up north, there's waterfalls everywhere, but down here, not so many. Even though this lake here, Lake Erie, does come up with if you follow it all the way down going east, you'll come up to Niagara Falls. So I don't know if anybody's heard of Niagara Falls, but it's a huge waterfall, big waterfall. One of the largest in the world is right down this lake. Yeah, got the premiere coming up today. I'll be there. I will be there later on this evening. It said 10 hours, so what's that, about 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern time, his kayak. Yep, we got the Premier, Mr. and Mrs. Kayak have their Premier Kayak 7 Seas. They got one coming up tonight, so anybody here, don't forget to jump on and watch that. Oh, 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll be watching. So you have a lot of little motor boats and stuff go up and down here. It's one of the canals that'll get you around. We're going to go to the big boat launch. All the way through. Yeah, it's a beautiful park here. You guys all hear me okay? I got the wireless mic with the windsock on, and it is windy, so does everything sound okay today? Canadian geese. There you go. The one over here where we're at is about, if you walk the whole thing, I think it's probably less than 10 miles, maybe about 8 miles. Oh. She's watching the geese. They were kind of having a little bit of a spat there. Yeah, this is not a real long, this is probably a medium-sized one. We've got a couple that are at least 15 miles of hiking trails, and this one has probably about 8 miles or so. I just like where it's at. I like that it's on the big lake, so we come up here a lot. And we'll ride 2 or 3 times around to get our miles when we're riding the bikes. They got everything fenced off. Looks like either doing work or maybe they had some floods here earlier in the spring.
I think so.
We came through here before and the roads were all flooded because the ice shifts this way. It'll push up here. So we're going to walk on the other side of that little island. We're going to walk on the other side of that little island. And there's a boat launch. It actually shows the harbor, everything a little bit, where you can go on, put your kayaks in if you're going to go kayaking. I see some boats out there. I think those people are a little bit crazy to be out this early and so cold, but I guess fishermen are a different breed. They like fishing. Everybody's out here working. I don't know what they're doing. Cleaning up, making a beach area or something, I don't know. Some of the parks, Kensington, which is a metro park, Stony Creek, what other one? There's 3 or 4 of them that have big, beautiful beaches right on the lake. So not quite the same as being back in Thailand with the beaches there, but they have some beautiful beaches here if you want to go swimming. They're doing. In front of us is, well, I said they had a pool area, and they said it's going to be closed for the season already, so I really don't know why, but looks like they're not going to be open for this year again. Kind of a shame because all these metro parks are great areas for the kids when school's out. I know back in Asia, like in Thailand, kids are out of school like in April for Songkran, and then again in October. But here in America, they're out for 2.5 to 3 months in the middle of summer. They go to school for, hey Brian, how are you? Thanks for coming by. We are at Erie Metro Park here in Michigan, in the US. You guys are interested in some amazing videos on Thailand, climbing, all kinds of stuff. Hi Nanette, thanks for coming. I said if you guys are interested in some amazing videos on Thailand, basically a lot of the temples and stuff where there's amazing climbs to get to, go check out Baldy Brian. He's got a great channel. You get on over there, and I try to do most of these, but I can't do them. He does them all. He hooks up a backpack or whatever and goes out and does a lot of camping videos also. So thank you for coming, Nanette. Thank you for coming, Brian. I appreciate it. We are at, we call them metroparks here in Michigan. They're basically state-run parks. They take very good care of them. It's early in the spring. It's pretty chilly right now, but they take really good care of these parks. And it's a pretty good sized park. Like I said, it's about 8 or 10 miles of hiking trails and bike riding. But we come on out all the time to get our exercise in. Great place for walking, great place for doing pretty much anything. Bike riding, walking, whatever kind of activity you want to do, you can do here. So we're gonna walk. He's kind of got that blocked off. I'm gonna kind of cut the corner because I don't feel like going all the way around to get over here where we're going. So I'm gonna cut the corner a little bit. Turn left. Do you want me to turn left? I'm gonna be lazy. I got my mind where I want to go today, so I want to get over to where that's at. There's some beautiful views over there, so I'm trying to get over here. Hi, Mercy. How are you? Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, this white car over here, that's a metropark car. They're the park police. It's actually kind of funny. Sometimes they act like they're real police. Somebody does something, they run on up like they're gonna arrest you or whatever. I guess they need them here because summertime people tend to get a little rowdy if they're out here having a picnic or so forth. So I cut the corner, being lazy a little bit. Thank you, Mercy. Glad to see you show up today. Had a bunch of people from Asia show up today. I'm glad. Haven't seen you guys in a few weeks. Be heading home on May 16 again, so hopefully when I get back we'll be doing some more Thailand videos, which I like to do. So we're wandering around here. This is where the pool area is. I'll take a little walk up that way to see. Back down. Such a nice area. I said I don't know why they're closed this year. They already said they're closed. I don't think it's for COVID reasons, but what a great area for the kids during the summer. It's warm out. You can bring the kids out swimming and everything else. All set up, food bar. So if you come on out here, spend the whole day. Moms will bring their kids out here to go swimming, little water park here, and get food and everything else. Walk, looks like got the pool all drained. Maybe they're doing some work on it is what's happening. Appreciate everybody staying around, sticking with me here. 30 minutes, 33 minutes into the walk. Still got a little bit more to go. So that's the pool right in front of us. Yeah, it's a big park, Nanette. Like I said, it's real good for kids and stuff. You know, when the kids are over here in America, the kids are out of school for basically 2.5 months in the summertime. And what a great way to keep them occupied. They have lifeguards here and everything else. So if you come on up here, you can drop the kids off to go swimming. Yeah, it looks like there's water in there. So I don't know. They said they're not going to be open this year for some reason. But you can see it's a pretty big pool here. Pretty big pool. And it's actually a wave pool. So it gets shallow over here at this end, and down it gets deeper. I don't know if you can see the jets. There's some jets right over here that make the big waves. So you can actually get on out here, and they start having some huge waves that go, not huge, but big waves, so kids can have fun. And it goes for maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then it stops, and the pool stays the same for about 10, 15, and it does it. I think it's like every 15 minutes they start with the waves. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is one of the nicer ones at these parks, but like we went to one last week, Willow Metro Park, and it has 2 or 3 pools there, but they don't have the way. Okay, now we're back. I lost you when I went around the corner here. Sorry about that. Hopefully everybody's still here. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Just a minute. So we're going to walk along here, and we're walking towards the boat launch. Looks like they want to keep people out of here because they're doing some work. Appreciate everybody that's stuck around with me this long. So you can see some boats up ahead. So that's where the boat launch is. Some boats on the water. You still losing? I think I'm losing some of my signal as I go. Yeah, I think I'm losing my signal out here, Rune. I'm not sure. I think that as I'm walking, I'm going to walk a little farther, but I think I'm losing my signal for the connection. So I'm going to walk. Hopefully it stays with me. I use my mobile connection. I turn off my Wi-Fi because there's really no Wi-Fi here to pick up. So hopefully I don't lose you guys again. I know it's happened a few times back in Thailand. I've got up a Koh Tiki Mountain and I lost everybody. It's Monkey Mountain. And then I think a couple weeks ago, people for a minute. So there's definitely dead areas out here where you don't get sick thing. Yeah, losing. Problem watching. Yeah, I know. Hopefully, anybody there, if you guys can let me know if you can see me or not. Trying to go ahead and make sure I keep the video. I wonder why they got this closed off. That's kind of the way I wanted to walk. Looks like people have gone. I don't know, looks like everybody's gone. I think they're trying to keep you out of coming this way. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for somebody answering me that you guys can still see me. Yeah, we're gonna walk this way. I think they don't want you coming into where we just walked. So I was a bad boy, took the wrong way. I think we're okay to walk this way. It's going down towards the boat ramp. It's a nice walk this way. And it's not so windy here either, not right on the water. We'll be coming back around towards the water. Yeah, they had that whole area closed off. I think we weren't supposed to go that way. Nobody yelled at us, but we were okay. Yeah, now we're getting a little bit, we've seen lots of deer over here, over this way. Since there's nobody here, it would be nice to go ahead and walk and come across. Oh, look at that bird. You guys can see him. Beautiful red. So we're still getting our walk on. Beautiful area here. I know if you keep on walking, there's some paths that take you right back down by the water. I don't know if we'll go on down them today because they might be quite mushy, quite soggy. So we'll probably kind of stay on the bridgeway. Not very many people out. It is a beautiful day. I thought I'd see people out walking. And once you're away from the lake, it's not very chilly. It's pretty nice now. So I still have 4 people along with me. Appreciate that. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're enjoying our walk. Looking to see what's going on here. See my messages. I don't know if it's nobody's messaging me. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Brian. Sometimes I don't know when I'm walking, every time I walk through an area like that and I lose people, when I come back on, I don't know if it's connected good and people are seeing me or not. I know it's already been 40 minutes, so it's a long time for people to kind of hang on. Get people coming and going, saying hi, and I appreciate it. See some people walking up forward. Looks like taking a dog for a walk. Thank you, Rune. You've been here the whole time. Sticking around for a while. Thank you. Yeah. Traveling, every time I travel, I got to go ahead and check, put my nose in every little corner, you know. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful walk out here. And like I said, this is just kind of the short walk. We're not even doing the long walk here around. I actually see some people finally. First signs of life since I've been here, besides myself. When it gets to be summertime and it's actually warm here, this place is so busy. When you're riding the bikes, it's like every 30 seconds you gotta ring your bell or let them know that you're coming so people move out of your way. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Morning. So we went down this way before. I'm not going to go this way. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty mushy. You want to go down that way or no? Okay. I guess we are going to go this way. Hi, Paul. How are you? I wasn't going to go this way, but Cal says let's walk. So hopefully we don't get ankle deep in muck. Probably a nicer walk this way though. See, we're walking along marsh, there's some ducks out there, some geese. And then the big lake's just in front of us. Last time we were here, there were some people, I guess they were duck hunting. I didn't know you were allowed to duck hunt, but they were duck hunting here last year. September, October. So we're walking straight forward. That's Lake Erie to our right. And these are just the little marshes over here on the left. Looks like it's pretty dry though. Nice walk today. Not a lot of people, so it makes it nice. Not bumping into everybody. Birds flying. Nose is running a little bit because it's chilly, but not that bad. Just a big difference from Thailand to here. I left Thailand and it was 37, 38 Celsius, mid-90s. See. Yeah, I don't want to get shot. Nah, I'm too big. Nobody want to waste that much time gutting and skinning. Water looks pretty high this year. They didn't have a lot of snow here, but they had some big ice storms here earlier. Bo was doing a video from the beach this morning. I'm doing a video from the beach, but it's not quite the same. It's pretty, but it's not warm. I'd rather go to the beach she was at than this one for today. Real rough water today. On would be the western side because we're up towards, we're in Michigan, so we'd be on the southwestern part of Erie. I said, I was telling people, if you follow this all the way down east, when you get to about Buffalo there, that's where Niagara Falls is. So Erie goes all the way down. Now we're on the southwestern side, the Michigan side. Okay, trying to read. Yeah, a lot of fishing over here. That's one of the big things that Michigan people do. We got so many lakes here in Michigan and so many fishermen. Good walleye, good perch, pike, bluegill, sunfish in the smaller lakes. Yeah, actually Toledo is about 40 miles from where I live, so less than an hour away. Cleveland about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I would guess. So not far from there, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, Cleveland is not far. Toledo is real close. Go by the Mauihowey River, watch it burn. We used to have a joke about that when we were kids. They used to dump so much chemicals in there, and that river would catch on fire. Now they've stopped, obviously. It's all cleaned up and nice. So we're coming up by the boat launch area, not too far from here. A lot of residential just across. What a beautiful place to live, huh? Right on Lake Erie. I don't know if I'd want to live on the lake. I know they have so many problems. The wind shifts during the wintertime, the ice comes up and so forth. But what a beautiful place to be at. Another bridge. So over here, Lake Erie. And all the marshes on the left. Just out for our regular hike, daily hike, so I don't get too fat while I'm away from Thailand doing my walks on the beach. Nice little rest area. People fish right here too. You'll see people put their rods in the water and fish from the dock here. Sit back here with all their stuff, but nobody here this morning. Right up here is where we seen the guy hunting before last year. Just bow and arrow, but he had decoys and everything else. I guess he was hunting for duck or Canadian goose, I don't know, either or. But he had a bow he was shooting with, not a gun. And he was right over here, this area here. Had like a little camp set up out there. So it's been a nice little walk here. Everything's been fairly clean. Probably because last week was so nice. I bet you had a lot of people out here. I said next week we're going to try to get to Chicago for at least one day, and maybe, if everything goes good, go to New York City the week after before we come home. My wife wants to go see Statue of Liberty. It's kind of one of the things that if you live out of the country, people always want to go see Disney World and the Statue of Liberty. So her daughter said, you don't live in America because you haven't seen the Statue of Liberty, so I need to take her on over there. Still walking. Coming up real soon on the boat ramp. Probably going to be some activity down there because I've seen a lot of boats zooming around outside in Lake Erie. Okay, thanks for coming up, Brad and Jill. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hope to see you real soon. Yeah, I'm in the middle of losing my internet here, Room. Sorry. Hopefully we get back. Take care. Whoever left I didn't see connecting. I won't be going too much longer, guys. Just going to go on the other side of the bridge here, show you the boat docks, boat ramp, and everything else. I know Brian said he was going. Yeah. I'm sorry, Paul. I know that I'm going ahead and losing connection walking through these trails here. Hopefully you guys can see me now, or can see where I'm walking. Connection's been up for a minute. You guys hear me and see me now for a little bit? So we're walking, another little bridge to cross, only down to 2 people. Maybe people can't see. Okay, Rune, thank you. I appreciate you coming by, buddy. Hope to see you in Thailand soon. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Okay. So you see the residential over here. What a beautiful area. I bet you these houses are so expensive. What an area. Not too much farther. We're almost at the boat ramp. A little bit more of a walk here. Only a couple people, so I'll get to the boat ramp, finish it up. Not too far now. Just a little bit ahead of us. Nice walk. Yeah, only you and Mike, Paul. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I know that I kept losing people back there. I'm using my telephone internet, you know, my Wi-Fi. I don't like having the Wi-Fi on when I'm walking out here because it jumps from place to place. I don't think we have bears now, maybe black bears, but I don't think there's too many down here. A little bit up north, there's lots of black bear. If you get maybe midway up in Michigan, there's black bear everywhere. Got to be careful when you're out in the woods. I think over here you're pretty good. Yeah, so this is where the boat docks are going to be, right up here, right across from all the residential. Really a cool place. Nice place to come up and sit down, relax. When we had COVID, they had Michigan shut down, and still people were coming up here and launching their boats. And I don't know, I guess the Coast Guard was handing out a lot of tickets for people being out fishing. But I mean, if you're out fishing, how are you in danger of getting COVID when you're out with yourself, or maybe with your, kid or something? So we're coming up. I can see vehicles in front of us, so it looks like it's going to be a lot of people here putting their boats in. Almost at an hour. It's not worked out perfect. Place people park their bikes. A little park here. Almost done with the hike, guys. And I see some people putting their boats in right now, pulling off. There's a boat right there that just launched. He's going. Another one just going out on the lake there. Okay, I'll go up to these picnic tables. Oh, somebody coming out fishing. So it's still things going on, just starting a little bit later now because it's too cool in the morning. Okay, so there's a boat. 3-4 people going out fishing. I think they're gonna have a nice afternoon for it. Oh, looks like he's doing some kind of surveying. Oh, photographing. Okay. Morning. Photographer, big camera, big lenses. All right, so we're at the residential. So we went from nowhere to here. Pretty interesting. Some geese, Canadian geese. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. We're down to 2 people, and hope you enjoyed the walk with us today. And we were Lake Erie Metro Park. Nice walk, beautiful day. Hopefully I see you next week from Chicago. I'll try and do a live stream over there. Anyway, once again, thanks for sticking with me. Hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you're at, and I will talk to you real soon. Don't forget to watch for some videos coming up. See you, Mike. See you, Paul. Thank you for staying with me. Take care, everybody.